welcome to the Relatively Friends podcast with Robbie, Kevin, and Joe. It's pumpkin spice season.
That's kind of gross. I hate pumpkin spice coffee.
I always get one.
They've gone way too overboard with pumpkin spice.
Yeah, they have. But I always get one. Beginning of the season, I get one just to say I had it. No more.
So, I don't partake in it.
I seen pumpkin spice Lucky Charms yesterday at the grocery
Saw that
store.
too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Pumpkin spice Cheerios. And
Cheerios might not be bad because they're just plain oats regardless, but Lucky Charms, like is all the marshmallows pumpkin spiced? How do they do that? That's
gross.
Yeah.
I can see like pumpkin flavor, but not pumpkin spice. That's
if you're gonna do pumpkin, just get
why
a
would
piece of
you have-
pumpkin pie. Like that's the best.
yeah. I feel like once you put the milk in it, the milk just becomes this pumpkin spice goulash or some shit.
Well, that's the thing. Like
Probably.
pumpkin spice ain't nowhere near like actual pumpkin. Like it's like a pumpkin pie is good.
Yeah, but it's not. It's like a spice. It's the spice that goes
Yeah.
into pumpkin pies and shit.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. I don't know what it really is, but
Well, it's like pumpkin puree too.
oh, is it?
Yeah, pumpkin pie.
Oh, I thought it was just the seasoning, and everyone just
No,
likes it
it's-
on everything because they get crazy.
An actual pumpkin pie is pumpkin puree.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what
Yeah.
pumpkin pie is, but
Yeah,
pumpkin
that's
spice.
why it's far superior to a drink or to Cheerios or any of that shit.
I make a mean pumpkin pie. I'll never make one again, but I make a mean one.
They're time consuming to make.
They
They're
are.
a pain in the nuts.
All right. Let's get our show started. It doesn't suck here anymore. It's like 70s and 60s now. It's getting cooler.
You
It's
just
great.
ruined it. You realize next week's gonna be in the 90s again. Did you not look at the temperature?
Fuck no, I don't look at the temperature.
Well, the 90s
This week
again.
was amazing. It was great. Could go outside, could do stuff. Went out yesterday. It was great. It's fantastic. Other than that, I think it's some concerts and stuff. But how was your weekend? Oh wait, no. How was your weekend, Kevin?
Well, my weekend so far sucks. My week was awful.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, let's get into that.
Oh,
Yeah, what happened?
What happened with your week?
fuck Frontier Airlines.
Oh yeah, fuck.
Fuck Frontier Airlines.
Hey, I just booked a flight on Frontier. Wow.
You better cancel that bitch and go somewhere else. Don't give them a nickel of your money, dude.
No,
Fuck
they're
them.
the worst flight I've ever taken was Frontier.
Like, I had to go home for a funeral, and it was 4 flights. Here to Denver, Denver to Omaha, and then I left Omaha to Denver, and then Denver to Vegas.
Okay, so 2 and 2.
3 out of 4 of those flights were late. They were delayed. And like, so I left at 1 o'clock Tuesday morning, or I was supposed to. It didn't leave till 1:30. And then I flew to Denver. I turn on my phone and I get the alert that the flight's delayed after I already landed.
Don't they tell you at the gate?
No,
Aren't
they
like,
don't. They didn't say. Everything said everything was on time. And then all they were doing was waiting for a fucking flight attendant.
Yeah,
One of they already had 4. What did they need the 5th?
to service first class.
How big is
There
the
is
plane?
no first class.
Oh,
You've been
that's
on-
right.
Frontier.
Frontier
It's
just has.
Frontier.
That's what I mean. How big was this plane? They did need
Not that
5
I think there was 180 people on
flight
it.
attendants.
Yeah. Anyway, that was delayed. And then I had a fucking 7-hour layover in Denver,
Oh my god.
which was awful because they don't open
Wait, did
shit.
you say 7-hour layover?
7-hour layover in Denver.
What fucking layover is that?
It's a fucking stupid one, is what it is. I fucking tried to sleep on the floor of the Denver airport, which didn't happen.
You couldn't find a bench. So that means there
There was no bench because
multiple people.
all the benches that you could lay on were full of people. There was, I mean, I wasn't the only one on the floor. There was probably 100 people on the floor sleeping.
Was it just your flight? Was there multiple flights?
Flights like this. There was multiple gates that were all had just motherfuckers laying on the floor.
Was it all Frontier? Or was it every airline?
I think it was every airline.
That's kind of weird. Was there
Yeah.
something going on we don't know about with the airlines?
I don't know.
Well, Denver, windy.
I mean, it's not.
Their weather's horrible this time
Yeah,
of
but
year.
it's not like
It
snowing.
wasn't
No.
bad leaving. Like, and then so we left a half hour late again, and for the same reason, flight attendants like they can't get their people to show up on time. And then was in Omaha, funeral was fine, whatever. That's all good. Get to the airport at Omaha. We're supposed to board the plane at 8:10 p.m. Nobody, and I mean nobody for Frontier shows up till 8:30. At least 8:30. Everything says it's on time. I'm like, yo, you guys say you're closing the doors in 5 minutes. Like, where is everybody? So people start showing up. People start bitching. I'm one of them. I'm pretty sure I'm on a no-fly list somewhere for the way I talk to that chick. But I was like, look, I was supposed to get into Denver at like 9:55, and then my flight left at like 10:45. So that left me just about an hour.
So if your
The flight was already late an hour. We were supposed to leave at 8:55, and we didn't leave till 9:25. And so when we got to Denver, I had to run from gate D55 to D44 in Denver.
Airports.
That sounds like a long way.
It's a
That's
long
that's a
way.
big airport.
I've
Yeah.
only been to Denver once, and my transfer was literally I walked across the way to the next.
Oh, you're
gate.
lucky.
I had to take escalators. It was
Yeah.
a whole fucking run the whole time. They were supposed to close the doors at 10:25, and I got there at 10:23. It was a motherfucker. And then we sat there on the fucking runway for another half hour. Like, we had pulled away from the gate, and we just sat there waiting. Just waiting, and fucking waiting.
Usually they throw out something like, "Oh,
Nope.
we're waiting for whatever."
Not a goddamn word. In fact, I have a screenshot on my phone. I went to their website. I checked my flight number. It says on time, 8:55 p.m. departure. I took a screenshot of it at 9:08 p.m.
Did it show you in the air already?
Nope, it didn't show shit. And I said this. The pilot even came and talked to me. They're like, "What's your connecting?" I said, "My connecting is Vegas." I said, "How the fuck am I going to make that flight?" And she's like, "Well, we're trying, but we can't control the weather." I was like, "Weather is this. Why don't you say something?" All your board said everything was on time. Nobody said nothing to us. There was hundreds of people sitting there waiting.
That is true. Usually 99% of the time, if you just say, "Hey, here's our issue," people be okay, whatever.
But they
I'm
kept-
mad.
If you give them no communication whatsoever,
Nothing.
they're gonna get
Yeah,
pissed.
that's
And it
what's-
wasn't just me. There was a lot of people there. And then Frontier, they fucking dick you over at every turn. If you want to print your boarding pass there, $25 each.
Fuck that.
You want
shit.
you get a personal item, carry on, $65.
Yep.
You want to pick your seat, $65.
Yeah, it ends up
Yeah.
costing more than
It's a
going to like Delta
motherfucker.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive. For the flight I just booked, it was like I tried to like piecemeal it together
Yeah.
because when you book it, if you have like the bear, whatever their special thing you pay yearly thing, you so you get like these packages. So one package has a carry-on, second package has a carry-on and like some other bullshit. Third package has 2 carry-ons per person both way. So it's like I either have to pick the 2 carry-ons, which I don't know, 2 checked bags
Yeah.
per person. So if you're flying with 3 people, that's 6 checked bags.
Yeah.
Like, why isn't there a package for 1 checked bag? And it upped my price by like $600.
Yeah, it did. It's fucking highway robbery.
It is. But then if you go through freaking, we tried to book the same flight through Southwest. That shit was $1,500 per person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Southwest.
Per person.
Yeah.
But like
It's
I,
not-
I looked at it
it's
too,
not
and I was like, Southwest was direct. It would have gotten me from Vegas to Omaha. I would have left at 6 a.m. Tuesday morning. I'd have gotten there at like 11:30.
And you would have been bankrupt.
Yeah, yeah. That flight was like $1,100. I was like, fuck me, I can't like.
Yeah, it's crazy with flights. Like, I don't know what's going on with the airline industry. They're having I feel like they're having a lot of problems right now.
They should go under, especially Frontier. I hope they're the first ones.
Bullet trains everywhere. Fuck yeah, dude. We should have. Why don't we have bullet trains like the rest, like Japan?
In Europe,
Yeah, I get it, money, but
corporations.
Because it's controlled by the government, and they couldn't run a convenience store.
so we just need some private firm to do it. Like, you know how space is now done by SpaceX and not NASA.
Yeah, there you go. Get Elon on the horn right now.
Hey, we need some bullet trains, Elon.
Did you see his design for his inner tube monorail, lightning rail that he wanted to do? He said it's a complete fail, but he has a cool design.
Is it? Wait,
It's in a tube, so it's a train in a tube.
is it underground?
No, it's above ground. I don't know why he put it in the tube. I guess it's supposed to help it go faster.
Train and tube.
Yeah,
Because
you'll have to look it up.
I will have to look it up.
But I flew Frontier to go when I took the kids to the Bahamas because it was $1,700 for the freaking 3 of us from here to Miami on Frontier. It was the freaking worst flight. But the flights, if I wanted to take Southwest at Delta, it was $4,000, which cost more than the fucking cruise, which includes food, drinks, shore stuff. Did you come across it?
Yeah, it's called the Hyperloop.
There you go, the Hyperloop. I couldn't remember the name of it.
It looks like a dildo on rails
It does.
with a jet engine.
Get me there faster and cheaper than an airline.
Get her there faster.
Get her, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it would probably not work, but that's cool.
Yeah.
All right.
It kind of a cool design if it would work, but I don't know why we don't have a one of those trains here, monorails.
Because I don't know, because people don't want to pay for it. Think about how many times they've tried to build the California to Las Vegas train, or
Like
LA
25 years they've tried.
Yeah, every 5 years it becomes this big push, and then
It
fails. This year we've actually broke ground. So
In California, they broke ground. They haven't got here yet.
Yeah.
well, so here's the thing: they didn't go from LA. They're like, okay, well we'll proceed. We'll go from was it Barstow or something?
No, it's going from Santa.
Victorville.
No, what's the one
just outside Victorville.
Just outside
I thought it was
Victorville.
Barstow.
No, it's going to because they can't get through the mountain because they couldn't get the permits to break through the mountain from Victorville to was it San
Why couldn't they get the permits?
San Bernardino?
San Bernardino, which was on the other side of the mountain. It's stopping there.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's
And then
stopping literally in a shit.
It's stopping
Because
there.
San Bernardino, like right when you pass San Bernardino, there's that crazy downhill. That's when
Yeah.
the mountain gets real crazy going through. Okay, I could see that. That's
So they can't get from there into the other stuff unless they start taking over like people's homes and shit. So they're just gonna build like the yellow line, the red
what
line, and stuff
homes?
like
There's
that.
desert. It's like
Coming this way, yes. Going the other way towards California to get to LA, they can't go through the national forest to go around all the homes and shit.
They should just burn down Victorville.
You're on the,
I see no redeeming
I can
qualities
see
in
you
that
going
town.
back and just hit a bear. Boom. What do we hit? Bear.
Man, fucking like a train just mows through a cow. Just keep going.
Because once you get
Yeah.
to San Bernardino past Victorville,
Or a Civic.
it's city. So unless they build it through the freaking
Yeah.
build it through the freeways, or they have to take it on the ground.
Okay.
There's
That
probably
makes
some
sense.
tree huggers saying they can't go through the mountain, right?
Oh, tree huggers stay stupid shit all the time.
Yeah. Fiends.
Yeah. Hey Joe, how was your weekend?
What are we, 45 minutes into this podcast already?
13.
13?
13.
Ain't bad. I thought your rant would go longer than that.
I mean, like, I can get into specific details, but like, it was fucking like they told me when I was in Omaha. I said, "Look, I have this connecting flight. I have like an hour layover. Like, what happens if I miss this flight?" And they said, "Well, we have a flight at 7 a.m. Denver time."
So
And I was like, so I would get to Denver at fucking 10:30 at night, and I would have to sit there for another 8 hours before you got me out. And they said, well, the next flight is 2:30 p.m. if you stayed here in Omaha. I was like, what the fuck am I going to do till then?
do they put you in a room? They expect you to pay for it.
Yeah, they expect me to pay for
Yeah.
it.
See, no.
Couldn't you have stayed with like your family?
I could have. I could have called them and been like, hey, somebody come pick me up. Because I went to the shitty fucking bar in Omaha called Quacky McGee's. That's literally what it's called.
Sorry for your ears, people. Sorry for your ears.
It's called Quacky McGee's. And this motherfucker was like, if you can find a picture of it, I should have taken a picture of it.
Could we find a picture? Is that something you're gonna find online?
You can look it up.
Quacky McGee's.
It's in Epley Airfield, Quacky McGee's. It's fucking. I was trying to get a drink there, and
Please
the
tell me this-
bartender was fucking terrible. Like, he was staring at me and like 6 other people at the end of the bar while he was talking with his buddies. I'm like, yo, you got thirsty people down here willing to pay good money for
Is
drinks.
it quacky or cracky?
It might have been Cracky. I don't know.
Because there's an Omaha, Nebraska one called Cracky McGee.
Yeah, maybe that was it.
Supposedly it might have been on Bar Rescue.
No,
'Cause I
it's,
typed that
it's
in-
inside the airport.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's
Oh,
not.
it's in the airport.
Bars and airports can still
Yeah.
fail.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
can. And this one should have.
I don't know. I just know when I started searching it, Bar Rescue came up immediately after it. So I'm like, oh.
I'll look it up. I'll probably send you the info. But yeah,
No, I already found
fucking,
it.
it's
I got it.
You know,
Right there.
it's stupid. Like, what was that? Like, I could have called family. Hey, come pick me up at 9 o'clock at night.
Oh, they would have hated you.
You should have done
Friday
it.
night.
Should have did it.
Yeah.
You always make family come pick you up. Yeah, my mom forgot about me in an airport once.
Did you really?
Yeah, I landed. I said, hey, I'm leaving. Landed. I was like, hey, where are you?
Fastest. I
No.
don't know where you get it from.
No. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So, but here's the thing. They were 2 hours away.
Oh.
Oh fuck.
So I was sitting there like on my phone. This is back when it was flip phones. So I was playing Snake for like 2 hours. She's like, I'll come get you.
Just,
this sucks.
just getting more and more angry as the time goes on.
I was just like, I get it. I got in at like, I don't know. I think it was like 2 a.m. or something crazy like that. And it wasn't even a delayed flight. They just forgot about me. I was young.
I know where you get it.
Huh?
I know where you get it.
Sleeping through everything?
Yeah.
Probably.
You were late to your own surprise party.
No, I wasn't.
You kept texting your woman. You're like, I'm like 10 minutes away. So we're standing in this dark room waiting for you to show up.
Like an hour.
And it's been like 30 minutes. And you're like, I'm almost there.
You do realize that wasn't my fault.
Yeah.
No, I had to stop for what? Oh my god! can you stop and get this? Can you do like they had me do things on the way up?
That's because we were trying to set everything up.
We were trying to set everything
so
up.
I had to stop. That wasn't me. I would have been on
But
time.
no.
Had
Like,
I
after all that, we're like, hey, where are you at? And you're like, I'm 10 minutes away. So we shut off all the lights.
Oh well, okay.
And then we're
was coming
standing
up
there in the dark. Like,
I was coming up the mountain, and that was the night it was raining, right? It was like raining.
It was
coming
raining
up.
pretty hard, yeah.
Yeah, and I was pulling the trailer, so I was creeping. I was going like 5 miles an hour up that mountain.
That's a sketchy mountain.
If you go off the side, no one's finding you for a few weeks.
Yeah,
There's no
nothing
guardrail to
down
show
there.
that you fell off. It's
Nothing
just
down there.
yeah. Okay, and the
Straight
mountain we're
drop.
talking about is going up to Duck Creek, Utah. It's I think we talked about it in a previous episode. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'll try to maybe I could show going up that mountain. It's beautiful.
I got photos of it.
Oh, do you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Send me those photos. But it's super beautiful. It just if you go over, you
get no
It's
cell service,
it's a
no
couple hundred
GPS.
drop too.
a couple
feet.
hundred. It's like 1,000 foot at one point. Maybe not 1,000. Probably like 700.
Maybe. I don't know. When you get to that
I don't know,
really
when you're at
sharp
the top-
turn where everybody pulls over, that might be about 1,000. That's pretty high.
That's probably 1,000 feet of just straight down.
Yeah, it's not gradual. It's like straight drop. It's
yeah,
crazy.
that sucks. Yeah, so I don't want to go over that ever. That would suck.
And there's no, like you said, there's no guardrail there.
No, I don't know why they don't have guardrails all over the place.
Mormons are against this for some reason.
God will catch you.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's probably
that
something
counts
that-
towards religion.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bad, Kevin.
I mean,
bad.
that's not really right.
Bad, Kevin. No religion. No politics. You know the rules. And what's the third thing? Is there a third?
Was there a third? No, there wasn't.
No work.
Oh, yeah. No work, no politics, no.
We
Religion.
talk about work
No
all
day
the
job.
time.
Yeah, we don't mention our day
current
jobs.
work.
We just don't mention them by name.
No, we don't talk about our current job.
We don't really talk
We do
about,
all the time.
not really, not like physically what we do. We bitch
No, we reminisce about old times at old jobs.
I have a feeling we've talked about current jobs before.
We did on the first episode
Yeah.
or so, and then we realized we weren't doing it again. Welcome to the episode whatever this is, 13. I don't know. I didn't.
know.
12?
You haven't posted
So
the
if you-
last one, so I don't know.
So if you're listening to this episode,
This is
you're probably
13.
wondering
This is
why the
13.
last episode is coming out just before this episode.
It's gonna be a double drop.
I was on vacation and I decided fuck everything and I'm just play video games all week. So it was fun.
What's it? What'd you play?
A lot of Madden, Overwatch, Helldivers, and then I did some cleaning. Installed the dog door.
Did you finish your
Fix-
garage? Is that fully clean now?
I'm saving the garage for 2 weeks from now, and the office is this week, and then yeah. So I did a lot of maintenance. Like I fixed my cars, fixed some stuff around the house, like a lot of things that were just broke. That I'm like, I'll get to that. And it was 2 years later.
I
Like,
get it.
I'm the same
Like
way.
my
I get it.
faucet was dripping, and I'm like, it's getting to the point where there's like a little like.
A steady stream at this point.
It's not a stream, but you know how if it drips enough and with our
Yeah.
hard water, it leaves like this residue. So now there's like this little residue thing there, and I'm like, shit, how do I get this off? I'm like sitting there trying to grind it off the porcelain. But yeah, I had to fix that. I got a lot done.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Joe, your week.
Oh yeah, did we actually? Did
No.
you actually? Come on, man.
I was waiting to see how long it took you to figure it out.
Come on. How was your week?
My week, work sucked. I'm not gonna get into that. I did take my Jeep apart because I had to get the past smog, so I had to take that out and replace a bunch of fucking sensors. And I don't like working on the new vehicles. They put everything in the most goddamn convenient places.
Yeah, I've heard Jeeps are a bitch.
You ever-
They fucking
They fucking suck. Like I've known people that swear off of them. Like they're like, I love Jeeps, but I'll never buy one again. No, the maintenance is a bitch.
They'll never buy a new Jeep.
I'll never buy a new Jeep after
Yeah,
this.
they'll buy old Jeeps all day long, but new Jeeps are like.
That's my goal. I'm going to buy and rebuild a Jeep Wrangler, one of the older ones. Like 95 and older.
Oh, you can go get one of those for like $5,000.
I know.
I kind of want one so I could just lift it and then just go off road and
That's
flip
what
it.
basically. Well, not flip it, but
I mean, everyone else does.
you mean flip it and sell it, or flip it and like roll it over while you're in it?
Oh, just I mean, I'm assuming I'm not going to be able to climb mountains like all these other people and it'll flip.
Oh,
I'm just prepping myself for the inevitable.
all right. Yeah, because I got to replace the suspension in that freaking my Cherokee, and looking at it online how to fucking do it, that's gonna be a goddamn nightmare.
You know what you should do? Sell it.
And then do what? I can't afford another vehicle.
Sure you can.
No, I'm still paying on the Cadillac. I can't afford 2 payments.
Ooh, I'll sell you my blue car.
No,
I
I don't want a car.
the Cherokee's a car.
SUV.
Basically, yeah.
It's a car.
It's a light SUV, but it's a car.
It's a car. With just
It will still be cheaper for me to repair it than to buy something new.
unless you bought my blue car.
You gonna sell me your blue car for like $1,500? For everything that all the parts of my Cherokee for me to fix, it will cost me $1,500.
I mean, not 15.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
I mean, I put 500 into it not like a couple months ago to fix everything. So
Yeah, I gotta replace 2 struts, ball joints, and sway bar links. That's it.
sounds like a new car. Sounds like just selling you someone else's problem. I have to replace the same thing, ball joints and stuff on that one. Every time I take it in, they're like, "Hey, your ball joints are wearing out. Do you feel some pulling?" I'm like, "I do." Now just do that oil
mine's-
change and give it back to me.
Yeah, because if I want to have a shop do it, it's like $5,000. I'm not putting that much money. I'll do it myself. It's a lot easier.
Yeah, it's like 1,500. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's expensive to get shit done. Like, what did I take in? I took in the Elantra this weekend to get an oil change.
$100.
Yeah, oil changes are $100 now, which is whatever.
My Cadillac's $150.
But then they sent me the thing. Is it? Jesus, full synthetic probably.
Yeah.
Mine's not. So they sent me the thing. It's in the email. They're like, "Hey, here's some other things that could get fixed on your car."
Yeah.
And I'm reading it. It's like your brake line fluid's dirty, and I'm thinking, well, okay, I can do the flush. That makes sense based on who was driving before and all this stuff. And then they're like, you need a transmission flush, and I'm like, reading
How
it.
many-
It's like this is based on mileage only, and I'm like,
Say, how
nah,
many
I'm good.
miles you on?
35.
Oh yeah, you won't need it yet.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll wait till 60,000 miles to do like a flush like that.
Yeah.
But then the other thing that got me was we'll replace your filter for $80.
Filter's like $20 at the store.
$20. So I was like,
It's 2 clips, unclip, put filter in, put back on, clips.
decline. Went to AutoZone on the way home, grabbed the internal filter, the cabin filter, and the engine filter.
For less than 80.
It was $20 each, $22 each. It was like $50. So and I replaced both, and they were both disgusting. They weren't wrong. They did really definitely need to be replaced. I just didn't want to spend that much money. And then I do what I always do when I save money on things. I shuffled that money to something else in my mind. So I saved, what was that, like $200? So that was $200 to spend on the casino.
You hate spending money at the casino.
Lately I've been going and winning.
Oh, see,
Like-
if I was winning too, I would love it too.
So it's been kind of fun, but this time they took my monies. They took $150 from me, and I was like, no. But I got a free meal, so
Well, there you go. It's not bad.
that I still ate this morning. I took
Like,
half
did
of
you
it
go
home.
there and eat it, or did you bring it home?
We brought it home. No, we ate it. We ate half, and I'm old. We don't eat much anymore. So a full meal, 2 full meals is like 4 days worth of food. So yeah, that was fun.
Your metabolism slowed down that bad.
Yeah, I don't really gym anymore. That's the problem. I used to be so active. I used to walk 20,000 steps a day and then go to the gym. So I was burning all types of calories. Now it's like I sit at a desk and Don't do shit.
No talking about jobs.
I just sit at a desk. I'm sitting at a desk right now, Joe.
No, you're sitting at a table.
That's Kevin.
God, do us white people look the same?
Sometimes. I've always wanted to say that just to say it.
You know, that's not the first time you've actually done that to me. You called me Brandon one time, like years and years ago.
Well, he called himself what? Joe last. What was it? The end of the
I
last
called
podcast?
you Joe last.
Yeah.
No, you called yourself Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Joe.
I'm getting old. Just leave me alone.
No. No. Because we're older.
Fuck, what are you gonna do when you're his age? That's a couple centuries from now.
I'm gonna be in a home. That's what's gonna happen. Someone's gonna need to take care of me because I'm gonna be able to function.
Laugh now, but we're only a few years away from qualifying for senior living.
Don't.
AARP.
No.
What is it? AARP.
Like the senior living centers. Like,
It's
Like
55.
Denny's.
communities.
Like the
It's
Denny's
50.
meal.
no, fuck
That's
that.
65.
I thought it was 55 for Denny's in restaurants.
It's 55, yeah.
Is it?
It's
It's
55,
55.
but no, I'm talking about like the homes, the communities.
discounted
That,
Del Webb
meal?
communities.
yeah,
It's
Del Webb.
55.
Yeah,
It's 55. Yeah.
it's not far away, man.
I mean, that's pretty far for me. Not so far for you.
It's close for him.
you're a hop, skip, and a jump away.
I'm one decade. I'm
If
a
we're still
decade
doing
away.
this show,
I'm a
and
decade
you get
away.
your AARP credit card application, you gotta show us. I think they send that shit out when you're 50.
Do they really?
Yeah.
When Joe turns 55, we're gonna do an episode from a Denny's.
I won't even be here.
Where you planning on
Actually,
going?
no, hold on. You'll have me till 56. Then I'm gone.
Like,
Is this some kind of weird Canadian euthanasia thing?
No.
are you moving?
Yeah.
Oh, you moving back to Boston?
No.
Where are you moving to?
Grenada.
Grenada, like
The island.
you gonna become a dictator of an island or something? What's happening right now?
Yeah, I'm buying my whole island. No. Retiring. When Garrett's 21, the week after, I'm retiring. I'm gone.
Talk about child abandonment.
Yeah.
He's gonna be 21.
Son, happy birthday. You
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Get the fuck out. I'm out of here.
Hey, they can come. I'm just not staying here.
Oh yeah, they're not
Yeah.
coming. I feel like third world countries are great for people who are older and have nothing better to do. But when you're young and you want shit around you,
Grenada's not a third world country.
I don't know what it is.
It's right next to Aruba. It's a French colony.
A what?
Aruba.
You said a ruber.
Did I?
Is that some sexual term I've ever heard of?
And you sounded like an Asian guy calling for an Uber.
That's that Boston where everybody puts an R where the R does not exist. And
Yeah. Like pizza.
yeah. This happens when I'm around my parents. They were here yesterday.
Yeah, I can tell. I remember one time your folks came out for a bit before they moved here. And like they were here for like, and you had like regressed so bad.
Yeah. Every
You were-
time I'm around them, it happens.
You were undecipherable. Like I couldn't understand what you were saying.
Oh, good thing I can understand, Joe.
Oh, yeah. New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
So, half the people I grew up with spoke deep accents, heavy Italian, heavy this, heavy New York.
Oh, God, I hate the Long Island accent.
That one's annoying.
I'm going to get some coffee.
Telephone.
Okay, so you're moving to Grenada, French or British? There's two Grenadas? So you're the Caribbean Grenada, huh?
Yep.
Well, it was good knowing you.
Still got some time. You can
Man.
come and visit.
So we actually have an end date for this show.
Well, that's like
If you
that's like
make it that
13
long.
years from now. You ain't gonna make it. I think 13 more months.
I'm pretty good with this. I just think someone else has to do editing from time to time.
I do all the shorts and all the freaking social media.
I bring the hilarity.
See, he does.
All right.
So as long as you don't spill any more coffee on the equipment, we might make it another 13 months.
Yeah, that happened.
Oh, I know.
It seems to be fine.
I took the photo and put it on all our social media of you cleaning it.
Oh shit. Oh well, shit happens. So it'll be a different setup at some point, and we won't have all this. Actually, this will probably have to stay because, I mean, I guess I could do all the sounds and stuff in editing instead of on the board.
Board
Maybe.
helps, doesn't it? Because it helps you control the microphones and everything.
Not really. I mean, we're pretty set. We're pretty dialed in. In the beginning, it was trying to figure out.
But
Now
what are
I
you
know.
going to plug it all into if we don't have the board?
Oh, we have the little mini one. I mean, we could put the board somewhere else and just set it and go, and I could put the sounds in later.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. We'll figure it out.
What
This is still a work in progress.
I don't
You
know.
moving to
Grenada.
Grenada.
Yeah. We just got through our weeks.
Yeah, learning that we had an end to the show.
Dude, it's 13 years. We're not going to make it 13 years.
Watching
if we do.
watching 12 years. I'm gonna come back to this thing and be like, "Hey Joe, remember when you said we're not gonna make it?"
Episode.
And you know
13?
I'm the type that if you challenge me to something, I'm just gonna make it, bring it into existence, just out of spite.
Please be on time from now on. I dare you to be on time. I dare you to show up on time to anything.
No,
See?
I will get here at a safe speed.
No, you won't. I've been in the car with you. You drive like an asshole.
It's safe speed.
No, you don't. 85 and a 55 is not a safe speed.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
When you're the only one around.
I'm sorry. Sahara Avenue is 45. You are in and out, in and out.
Oh, people are doing 35.
No
When the hell were
signals.
you on the road with him on Sahara?
We were leaving that pizza joint on Sahara and Jones.
Oh, the New York place where
Yeah.
Robbie got all kicked out of because he asked for ranch. That place?
That wasn't me.
No, that was
That
was Dylan.
That
yes.
was Dylan.
That was Dylan.
I know better than that.
No. Yeah, we didn't
That
do
was
that.
Dylan, yes. Okay, that's right.
God rest that man's soul.
Yeah. R.I.P. Don't know his name, but goddamn, his pizzas are delicious.
Yeah, his pizzas are great. That place makes some goddamn good pizza. Okay, so New York Pizza and Pasta on Sahara and
Jones. Yeah.
North East corner. And the little shop, a little rinky-dink place, best pizza in Vegas.
Yeah, you'll.
Literally, I'm pretty sure nobody's ever said anything about that place on any social media platform, but that is by far the best pizza I've
Yeah.
ever had.
It's really good.
It's definitely
Yes,
good.
closest to New York. They're Supreme. Fucking so good.
Their chicken fingers are fucking like this long. Like seriously, like no, you get their chicken fingers like
You
this.
might as well call them.
Chicken is flat.
You might as well call them witch thumbs.
Just whatever you do, don't ask for ranch with your pizza.
No.
Yeah, don't
You
ask for
will
ranch.
fucking
That guy
kicked out.
gets so mad.
Did we ever? I feel like we talked about that.
I don't think we
No,
did.
I don't think we did.
Someone tell the story because this is pretty funny.
Oh.
Kevin's really good at telling stories. But you should definitely put up like the New York pizza, like the friendly shop,
Yeah.
like right here. So our one Las Vegas listener knows what we're talking
We
about.
have more than one now listener now. You know that, right? We're like
So I said one Las
I
Vegas
don't
listener.
count.
we have like 5 or 6 Las Vegas listeners.
Yeah, we don't
we?
count.
Yeah, we don't go.
No, we do. We have people who listen regularly now.
Oh,
They think we're funny.
what's wrong with them?
Yeah.
I think we're kind of
They're
funny.
in a mental institute. It's the only thing they're allowed to listen to.
Okay,
Maybe.
so that brings up a question, and we'll finish New York Pizza and Pasta in a second. Do you think you could make it as a comic?
No, I couldn't. Like writing material, I tried like a long time ago, like a long time ago. I can't write material. Like I know it's taking stories from your real life and kind of you exaggerate certain points to make it funny, but it's hard to find where the exaggeration goes.
Okay.
Like so, actually writing material, no. I don't think I could make it.
You actually have to have like a really active life
Yeah.
to be a comic.
Yeah.
If you're sitting home
You-
watching TV all the time, it's kind of hard to
you-
make that funny.
You have to have a completely miserable, fucked up life or a really active life. And most comics have a miserable, fucked up life. I mean, based on the jokes they tell, they're like,
Yeah.
their childhood was terrible. My childhood was amazing, so I would have no material whatsoever.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
My childhood was okay. It wasn't miserable, wasn't terrible, wasn't anything like that, but wasn't funny. Like
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So I really don't have any material to be funny. I'd be one of those comics that I don't know which type of comic I'd be. It wouldn't be stories because I have no good stories, and I'm
mean-
bad at telling stories, and we've determined that on this show.
oh yeah, you're terrible, Terrence.
Yeah, I'm worse.
Of course.
I'm probably
No,
worse than
you're
you are.
not. You're not bad. You're not worse. Your stories are coherent. Mine are depends on the day. Kevin's are fine, but Joe, you.
No, Kevin's definitely the best storyteller here when it comes to telling like reminiscent stories.
Mine are.
He has a good memory, I think.
Well, so mine are to the point. Like I don't really do the detail stuff that I think is irrelevant. I kind of skip over that and just get more to the, and it shortens a story that could be 10 minutes to like 10 seconds.
Yeah, your fucking blackjack and hooker story was like 4 seconds. I was like, wait a minute, there's more here to this.
I was playing blackjack. There was a hooker. I won money. That was the end.
I went to my room
That was his story. It's like, what?
It's like, wait a minute. It was just like, hey, I was playing blackjack, middle, hookers.
Important stuff only.
Yeah, it's that middle that you like. There's a whole lot in the middle.
Hey, remember the show's to help help me talk a little better, help you do something. And I don't know what the fuck's this show for you.
I'm here for the puns. Remember?
Oh, it's right. If anything, this show is good for laughs. If someone just wants to laugh, if they think we're funny, I guess. The last episode, if that ever goes up, it wasn't very. I don't think it was very funny.
You guys were running on fumes. I was fine. I'm tired right now because like those flights beat the pit. Like everything. It was like
So that's how we were last week.
yeah, middle of the night stuff. Like if I was flying in the day, I would have been fine. But middle of the night stuff, like, do I sleep? No, I'll just stay up. I'll sleep on the plane. You can't sleep on the plane well.
No,
Like-
those seats don't recline on a front tier anymore.
No, they don't recline.
Hey.
It's like
It's like sleeping in this chair. It's
Hey,
just ain't
Kevin.
gonna happen.
You ever see me on a flight?
no, and I hope not to because
10 seconds on the flight.
you're probably the guy that stands up as it's like docking to the fucking terminal, and you got your shit out, and you're just fucking standing in the aisle like you're one of those guys.
No, I'm actually the guy
probably
who's still
still
asleep when we landed. and then they say, all right, you can debark. And I'm like, and there's a guy next to me who's like, ass is in my face. And I'm like,
Oh, I wait. I was in the front row to get the leg room, and I waited because like every row behind me just stood up and just started running towards the fucking front.
that's what everyone does. The second you
that
make that
seatbelt off?
first
Yeah.
turn,
Yeah.
the second you land and then make that, it's always when you make that first turn, people start standing, or you
Yeah.
hit the gate, people are like, boom.
Stand up. I was like, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let the crowd thin out.
Yeah, I don't really care to get off early unless I have a front seat, but I don't want to pay, so
I wanted the leg room.
yeah, it's not worth $9.
$9. I wish it was $9. That fucking $65.
It's $9 for me. Remember, I'm a Bear member. Bear Den, or what the fuck it's called.
Whatever,
Den Bear.
man.
What? You're looking kind of looking kind of confused there.
No,
You're,
I know what you're talking about. I had to
Den.
sign up for their stupid club too.
Yeah, you kind of have to.
Yeah, everything's done on their app. Like they'll tell you like
Discount Den.
discount down. Yeah, you have to sign up for that club. Like they don't want to use like ticketing agents for anything.
No, none of them do anymore.
Like they
Yeah,
they
but they
all
have an app
everything
for
is
everything.
everything is
Yeah.
app based. They want you to do everything like checking in on the app. Like there was an old couple there that they were probably in their 60s. They don't travel a whole lot, and they're like, well, we got through TSA, but like, where's our boarding passes? Where do we pick those up at? And it was just there was some guy next to them trying to explain how to like, oh, you got to get the app. What app? So he
Oh,
had to
bro.
help download it for him and
Create an
sign it.
account.
The whole thing. But he was patient with them.
Steal their information.
Yeah,
It's so annoying.
I don't think he did that, but like, and by the
Oh.
time everything was all said and done, the time to do the early check-in was over. So they had to go to the counter to get the boarding passes and pay $25 a
Oh
person
my god.
for 2 boarding passes. It's outrageous.
I remember when you used to like call the airline and book tickets.
Yeah.
Well, you'd have to go to a travel agent.
I miss going to a travel agent.
Like this is this is like early 2000s where before everything was online. You actually had to show up and go to, or even in the 90s, you'd have to go up. You'd have to either call to book your flights or you'd have to go to a travel agent.
Well, travel agents like knew all the discounts and knew all the cool
Yeah.
shit because they've usually been to where you're going.
Most of the
Like
time,
if you
yeah.
were going somewhere like, oh, I'm going to Miami for the week. Oh, you got to check out this place. Here, I'll tell you what. I can get you this deal and da 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 da. They can work a thing around like
Yeah, that was their job to
Yeah.
literally just travel and get you the best deals.
Priceline.
I do
fucking
remember that
sucks.
though.
Yeah.
I remember having to call to get your tickets.
Yeah.
That was crazy. God.
So many jobs got lost because they don't have those people answering phones anymore.
Well, they do.
Not as much.
Like, well, when I
Who
stay
answers the fucking phone?
when I stay at
Exactly.
Are you
the
serious
strip,
right
when I
now?
stay on the strip, I call the hotels directly.
Oh, that doesn't count.
no.
Yeah, I call the hotels directly because you can get way better service than any of those fucking websites, even on their own website.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, but that's different. I'm talking like airlines. Airlines? No, you can't get a hold of
somebody
anybody.
in an airline.
No, like when I wanted to bitch to Frontier, there was no phone number that was readily available. They were doing their online chat, and I would send them a message, be like, "You guys fucking
Everything
suck,"
does that.
and it was like 10 minutes later they would respond, be like, "We're sorry, flight's delayed. Everything shows it's on time." I was like, "Bullshit, not on time."
You know, that begs the question: what industries still have great customer service? And then by great customer service, I should probably define, because
A
it
person
all
answering the phone.
a person who's there, readily available to hotels. And like, as I'm thinking about it, I think hotels are literally the only place where there's like readily available customer service.
Cox.
It
If you have a problem with Cox, you call Cox. You actually get a person. That's the only thing.
Yeah,
I
but they're in India.
Customer retention.
No, they're usually in like Georgia because they always
want
have that.
Whoever,
customer
they're not
retention,
they're
that's
not
what
in
they
they're not here.
No.
That's so they're either
Well,
here
if you
or not
call-
here.
if you
That's
call-
really
if you call an airline, you're not calling them here either. You're calling like their
There's central line.
central office somewhere, which is in like Colorado or something like that.
that's fine. That's in the U.S. though.
But Cox is in the U.S. too. It's in Georgia.
Yeah.
That's where their call
Oh
center
yeah,
is.
Cox. You get it. Wait, no. So I called Cox once, and the guy I got was I've gotten 90% of the time I've gotten somebody who, let's say, I believe they are from the United States. And the one time where I really had an issue, but I did call, they sent me to tech support, and tech support was like,
Tech support, yeah.
that guy didn't know shit, and I got to kill him. If I could have reached through that phone.
But most of their customer service reps are like women in like the South because they always have that Southern accent.
They do, that's true. They're really nice.
It's warming and inviting.
And they
People
say
are-
honey.
people lower their
I do remember that.
Yeah.
This is one black chick. She's
Well,
definitely
it's
black.
actually a
She's
study. Like Southern accents, like people lower their guards because it's so warm and inviting.
Yeah, that accent.
I see through that horse shit right away.
So you're saying I should have kept my southern
Hey, keep
charm?
your Southern draw.
Yeah, that shit's gone.
Yeah, what's
I
up,
got that-
darling?
I got that northern draw now. Or Vegas
Is it?
draw.
Does Vegas have a? No. We got so many other
There's
people
no,
here. There's no accent
here. Yeah. Well, look at California. They don't have an accent either.
Ah, fuck California. Fuck them.
But yeah, like customer service places.
Well, you,
Try
to get-
you,
try to
you
get
said
hold of
hotels.
But
Amazon.
I'm talking industries. I'm
Well, you
talking
said
industries.
hotels, but it's like not all hotels. Like, if you were to go to like
All hotels have a person who are at the front desk.
no,
You can't
if
just go-
If you try to go to a Hampton Inn at 2:00 in the morning, there ain't nobody at that front desk. You have to find a maintenance guy, and they got to call the on-call person. That's a motherfucker. That happened to me when I went to Seattle. Like, we got there at fucking 1:30 in the morning. There was nobody at the front desk. I had to flag down a janitor. I was like, hey, I'm trying to check in. And they're like, oh, well, I don't know what to do.
The Hilton
I was
Inns
like,
is the same way.
I was like, fucking call somebody, anybody. Oh, I guess I can call the on-call. Do it. Get him on the... I'm trying to check in. I was like, I'll sleep
You're
right in the middle of this
angry.
floor. Yeah, exactly. I am angry.
Holiday Inns is the
Okay.
same way though.
Yeah.
So we've determined, remember, this is industry. So we've determined hotel industry is pretty consistent. Probably communication industry, at least our...
No, not
No,
class.
because I know like Verizon sucks.
I was gonna say
Verizon
T-Mobile's just as bad. You can't get a hold of a fucking person.
CenturyLink sucks.
They all do it in that, like you
Like
said, the
they're-
group little text thing.
So cell phone, we'll say the cell phone industry is terrible.
Yep.
I mean, I've only had two instances where I've had to call Verizon, and they both were actually, one sucked, one was fine, one sucked. That's about it. And how long have I been a customer of Verizon? 24 years. I've only had two issues.
I don't know. I've used Sprint before, and they're actually worse.
Fuck Sprint.
They were fucking
Sprint's not
terrible.
even in business anymore.
No, and for good reason.
How long have you been with your carrier?
Verizon? Probably since we tried the whole Cox cell phone thing back in like 2010,
When it sucked?
and then went back to Verizon. So maybe 2011.
No, okay. How about you?
2011 when I moved here.
Oh, okay.
I had
Yeah, because like when Cox, they were like, "Oh, you get this free phone. We got great service," and like they piggybacked off of their services.
They picked back all their service, and half the service was Wi-Fi service. It was terrible.
It was terrible. It was awful. Like people would call, like if somebody tried to call me, they would hear this clicking. It would go click, 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 and that was basically it was going from Cox's service and hitting like a Verizon tower, and then transferring the call. So that's all it was. They never had their own towers. They never had none of that.
See, I had Sprint back in the day when I was in the military. I had their satellite phone, so I had service everywhere in the world on that thing.
What?
That was
Sprint still around? Do I need to apologize because I ain't gonna do it?
No, Sprint's not around.
Okay.
that was like a big
What?
in shock moment. What happened, Robbie?
No. Okay. No, I was just curious. Like, I typed in Verizon longest customer. And then someone had like 30 years of uninterrupted service. So I'm
Is
thinking
that like home service? I don't think cell phones have been around for 30 years.
they have.
Yeah,
They've
they
been
have.
around since. Fuck.
I remember
That'd be
classmate of mine
the
in
early
junior high
90s.
had
What was
cell phone.
Verizon before it was Verizon? Because it's two companies. Because Singular, AT&T, those two merged.
Yeah, it definitely was never Verizon the whole time.
What was Sprint and Boost? What was the walkie-talkie one?
That was
That was
Metro PCS and
Metro
Sprint.
PCS, yeah.
They are the ones that combined.
Motorola. It was the
What?
Nextel.
Nextel and Verizon?
No, Nextel and Sprint.
It was
combined.
Nextel and Sprint because they were walkie-talkie. What was Verizon?
I don't know. You have to look. I honestly can't remember.
Verizon merger.
Because 30 years ago, that would be in the 90s. That would be like those big old cell phones, the suitcase cell phone.
Yeah.
That wasn't
90
Verizon.
what 94 was Bell Atlantic. Okay, Bell Atlantic. 94 was still Nokia, right? Because I got my first phone in 96. I don't know.
No, you couldn't have.
You
Well, I'm
could've.
20.
Unless you got one of the big
Yeah.
phones with the
No,
antenna.
Nokia.
No,
I
they
got
had-
one of
they-
the first Nokias.
They had the non. They were like probably about that big and about that thick. They were fucking brick.
Yeah.
You could kill somebody with those phones, but yeah, they had them. So, I remember there was a kid in my grade in junior high.
You're talking,
So
like,
you're
this,
talking
you're
eighth
talking like
grade.
the Zach Morris cell phone.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, it was even smaller than that. It was about like that, but it was still big. But that was in.
Because the
I would say
Nokia
that was
flip
in
phone-
'96.
The Nokia flip phones didn't come out until, I think, 99, 2000.
That was back when people thought the antenna actually did something, so they would pull that
Pull it out,
antenna out.
yes.
Yeah, and it made the phone like 3 foot longer.
Yeah. But I don't think the Nokias came out until early 2000s.
Because I didn't get my first cell phone until like '99 or 2000.
Yeah, it was about 2000
I mean,
when I got mine.
I definitely know I had a pager in '99.
yeah.
Yeah,
The,
99.
the ones that you could change multiple colors.
yeah. I have one of those clear ones. I think I still have it at the house somewhere.
I had the clear blue one that had the screen in the front and had
Yeah.
the buttons at the bottom.
No, I didn't have that. I had the old school one that just had a little screen.
Oh,
like
that
a
one.
little
You didn't have the
fucking
front
thing,
facing one. You could actually get a message on it.
yeah. It was just a phone number that came across, and you're like, I gotta find a payphone real quick.
I never had a pager.
Call collect.
You never had a pager?
Nah, I went straight to cell phones.
You're one of those guys.
What do you mean one
You
of
think
those
you're better
guys?
than all of us?
No,
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
He's like, I never had a pager. The way he said it, that was like that tone in his voice.
No,
It's like,
well-
you guys were fucking bums.
Yep.
I just never had one.
I had,
Remember, I grew
had
up.
mine in junior
I grew
high.
up lower upper class.
So did I. I meant to take a picture of my house that I grew up in when I was there, but I never got to that neighborhood.
Street view it.
Huh?
Street view it.
It's not the same. It's not the
Go
same.
back in history. You can probably go back a couple years.
Probably. But, yeah, I didn't. I grew up the same as you, Robbie.
Half rich.
No, not rich at all.
Not rich at all.
No.
I grew up dirt poor to upper middle, lower, lower upper class.
Nope, not even that.
There is no upper lower class anymore. It's either like broke or
Yeah,
rich.
back then there was.
Yeah.
There was like, you could be middle class or upper middle class, or then you went to like the lower upper class, which we were kind of like here, kind of maybe teetering on the middle. Yeah. Yeah. So,
No.
I mean, let's just put this. I wasn't. My parents were. I was a poor child trying to survive.
I grew up
Working at a
poor
grocery
black
store.
Child.
I did until I was
That's a joke.
9.
Yeah, I don't think you get to what movie that is.
No,
The
I do
Jerk.
remember the movie.
That's an awesome movie.
I grew up a poor black child.
Someone hates these cans. There's more cans. I love that. That movie scene is so funny.
Damn these glasses. Yes, sir. I damn thee. Robbie doesn't know what we're talking about.
No.
I know. It's fine.
No, you don't. Don't lie. You don't have to lie. It's okay. If you don't know what we're talking about, that's fine.
I remember. I don't remember the name of the movie, but I
The
do
Jerk.
remember.
The Jerk.
Yes, I do remember, but I didn't remember the name of the movie. I'm like, oh yeah, that happened. Remember, I can remember things. It goes away. I don't watch it again. You probably watch a movie 10 times.
The Jerk?
I've watched that more than
it.
10 times. That movie's funny as hell.
Could have been doing so many other things with those other 9 times.
Yes, when it's
Like
0
what?
degrees in Massachusetts, I'm doing so much more.
Yeah, when your limbs go blue when you step outside, there's nothing to do but stay inside and watch movies.
Yes.
Maybe that's why people watch movies multiple times, because they have nothing better to do, because they live in areas where, like here in the summer, there ain't shit to do usually because it's too fucking hot.
Yeah.
That's that or video games. Or you take your kids to like indoor parks.
Yeah, and you guys were in the snow. I was in the snow too, but I also had like things to do.
We'd go out and do things until you were just too cold, and then you had to go back in. You get maybe like 2 hours of outside play before you're freezing your ass
Yeah.
off.
Plenty of snow, and you're like, oh, I want to go sledding, but
Yeah, that would only last as long.
I was like, it
until
was
you
only
actually got
maybe
wet.
2
Yeah,
hours.
once everything starts soaking through, regardless if you have
Yeah.
snow
Yeah.
pants on, you're still getting wet.
Yeah, that was the problem. Once things start soaking through, you were like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I can't feel my
Time to
feet
go home.
anymore, so
Yep.
time to go.
I can't feel my face.
It's like I said, you get maybe 2 hours of
Yeah.
outdoor play, and then you're inside the rest of the time.
Oh my
And
god.
you get to think back, and then you couldn't just download video games. So you'd get like the games on the cartridges. Once you beat those, playing them again is kind of boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless it was
And you're not constantly buying games unless you went to Blockbuster and rented the games.
Oh, I rented so many. I actually
I
rented a lot of
rented
games.
the shit out of
Always
games.
put in watching VHS movies or Saturday morning cartoons.
I miss cartoons.
Or you actually play with toys.
I miss toys too.
Kids don't play with toys anymore.
No, my kid has so many toys. There's a big old play area full of toys, and there's
He plays
boxes.
once, I bet.
He
He
plays
like
with the-
my kids once or twice, and then they sit there.
He doesn't get any more, but he does play with his Legos. Like he'll go pull them out every couple weeks and build something, and then he's good to go. But as far as everything else, I really kind of just want to donate it and turn that into like a gym or something.
Don't get ready to do is donate these 2 bins that are outside this room that just sit in there for 6 months untouched.
I know, right? It's really hard. I'm still trying to figure out when these Nokia phones were released.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
That was half a conversation ago.
Dude, we still haven't finished the New York pizza and pasta conversation.
Oh, you said you were gonna bring it back. To
Yeah,
that.
you're gonna-
You failed on that one. There,
No,
Robbie.
I didn't. I just know we have 3 conversations that we have not finished.
Okay, what's
Okay,
the first
let's-
one?
And there's still
New York
dreams
pizza
up on the
pasta.
board.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah,
Let's
no, we
finish
won't.
our other 3 conversations.
Oh, I see there's Beer Fest up there, too.
Yeah.
Our listeners
That's
are
why
like,
it's
they
far
never
down.
finish these conversations.
I think that's why they love us so much. We just
Don't finish anything.
we're like normal people. We just squirrel. And on to the next thing. Hey, maybe if they want to hear the rest of it, they can comment and we'll bring it back and finish the conversation.
We've had 1 comment.
It was a good comment too.
Yeah, it was a good
enjoyed it.
comment. Yeah. Appreciated it.
I appreciated it.
It was a good comment. I even thanked her for it.
So 97 was when I got my first phone. 96.
96.
Because I was with Singular, AT&T.
So you were
I was with
13?
Singular for 1 year. Huh?
You were 13.
Probably, yeah. I was.
So how old were you in 96? I was 16. You're 3 years younger than me. You had to have
Yeah.
been 13.
I was 15, yeah.
I got it in 8th grade, so just before I went to high school. So yeah, that's about right. Because I started sports, and my parents left me. They would leave. You know, back there, same with you. They would drop you off for the hour and a half, 2 hours you were at your sporting event, and leave, and come back later. Parents didn't stay like they do now and watch every living second of your child.
Oh, my God. That
Or they start
reminds me of another
fights.
story. This past week, like when I
Okay,
went
wait.
back home.
All right, get to your story. New York pizza and pasta. Let's finish it.
My pizza and pasta. I didn't start pizza and pasta. You
Said
did.
New York pizza and pasta. Let's
Oh,
finish it. I don't remember what you had to say, but I said we'll come back to it.
I don't think I had anything to say.
Go to New
Oh,
York pizza and pasta.
He had the story to tell
Tell the story.
of what happened while
yeah.
we got
So,
kicked
yeah,
out.
Yeah, well, we didn't get kicked out.
Close.
We just got sternly reprimanded for it.
We didn't get reprimanded. A singular person got reprimanded.
Well, it was
It made us look bad.
It was very awkward at the table for all of us.
Yeah, because we all knew. And
Like, so this
That guy was so mad.
the guy that owned it, he's passed on now, R.I.P. But he took his pizza very seriously.
straight New Yorker.
He was straight New Yorker, and he was dead serious about his pizza. And the last thing you want to do with a person like that is ask for like any additional like horse shit to go with it. Like if you order a salad and you ask for ranch,
shit, he means ranch dressing.
yeah. So we ordered these pizzas. I remember because didn't we have like Travis with us?
Yeah,
That
it was
guy-
it was
that
like
motherfucker could
it was
eat.
like 6 of us.
Yeah, that motherfucker could eat. Travis would put away a whole pizza himself.
Yeah.
I don't think it was Travis.
It was.
It was Travis.
It was 6 of us. I remember being 6 of us because 7 of us. There was 3 people on each side, 1 person at the end, and then because the guy walked up to the end because
Yeah.
he was sitting at the end that didn't have the person at the end.
Yeah, right.
He walked up and
And
yelled at him.
they bring all our pizza and these huge chicken fingers and everything. And the one guy that was with us at the table, Dylan, was like, "Hey man, can I get a side of ranch for the pizza?" And you would have thought we slapped that guy's mother in the face. The look on his face was like, "How dare you?"
Yeah, he didn't say anything. He just turned
didn't-
around.
He didn't say anything. He turned around, went back to the kitchen, got a cup of ranch, and said, "Here's your fucking ranch. You're gonna ruin my fucking pie." And just turned around and walked away. And we just sat there like I remember being dead silent, like, holy fuck. Are we gonna get kicked out of this place? Is he gonna kick our ass? Are we gonna end up in the desert like dead? Like what's going on
with a Tommy gun?
Yeah.
And then he sat over there and stared.
Yeah, he just
stared at Dylan actually the
he
whole
had
time
this,
as
he had
ruined
this
his
one
pizza.
chair that he always sat in.
Yeah.
And they have a
one
memorial
next to
there
the
for him right
pinball
now.
machine,
Yeah.
yeah.
They have a memorial there for him right now. They have flowers and everything. He always sat in that one chair and he just stared at us. Just looking
He didn't
at
stare at us. He stared at Dylan.
Yeah. And we're just I'm not dipping nothing in nothing. Like I'm eating plain chicken fingers like a savage. Cause like I was like, yeah, there's buffalo sauce here, but I don't want to offend the guy. Like, like fuck.
Oh my god, that.
But and I remember because I think that was my first time going with you guys. And then a few weeks later, I took my wife there. I said, "Hey, listen, whatever you do, if you get a salad, get ranch, but do not." And I mean, do not put ranch on that fucking pizza. Do not dip your crust in the ranch. Don't do anything. That ranch is for salad only. She's like, "Why?" I was like, "Trust me, you don't want to anger this guy." She's like, "This sounds like a horseshit place to eat." And I was like, "No, like you're not gonna say that after you try it."
Oh yeah, that,
And then
Didn't we do your birthday there too?
yeah, I had a birthday there, and again, none of us ordered ranch.
oh, that's right. You do have a birthday there. I think I was actually there for that, right?
that was when you drove me back to the hotel, and I found out you drove like a psychopath.
Fuck
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, that's that night.
Yeah, that was that night. 'Cause that place fucking rules.
We should go there for. Oh, it's so
It's just far away from
is
all
far.
of us.
well, not for me.
Hey,
Yeah,
you're
it is.
closer.
Well,
but
It's about the same distance from me.
Straight down Rainbow. But this one's construction on Jones, Rainbow, and Decatur. It's gonna take you just as long.
Ugh. We should still go though.
Next week.
That place rules.
I'm on call.
Next week.
Well, Joe, it's nice knowing you. Robbie, let's go.
It'd be closer for you to get to work. Come on.
No, it's not. I work all the way down by you.
Oh, that's right. Well, fuck it. You'll be fine. It's only for an hour. You'll be fine.
Yeah, be all right.
I want
But
pizza.
are you talking
now.
about during the week or are you talking about the weekend?
a weekend? You can't do it during the week. There's no, how would that
I was
work?
about to say I can't leave certain boundaries during the week.
Yeah, no, we couldn't do it during the week. We're just life and
Yeah.
all that stuff.
The weekend, I'm cool.
All right.
Like, if you
So
guys want to do a Friday night or something, I'm all aboard.
so go to New York Pizza and Pasta. I mean, I feel like I have to post that up there like 10 times now. It's
Yep.
gonna go.
Every
It's gonna
time-
go
every
at
time I
once.
say it.
It should
New York
just
City.
stay there the whole time.
Okay. Well, it might. I
constant-
don't know. We'll figure it out. But you need to go. It's great. That's it.
It's the tits.
It's the
Yeah,
best.
it's very good.
What was the second thing we need to wrap up?
I don't know. You keep track.
Flights.
Don't fly Frontier.
Frontier sucks.
Yeah, cancel your flight. Get with somebody else.
Spirit sucks. They all suck. Okay, we've learned it. You just gotta fly with whoever because they all suck. Okay. Moving on. What's the next thing? What's the third thing?
Was there a third thing?
What were we just talking about before the pizza?
Cell phones.
I think we finished that.
Yeah,
we
we
wrapped
finished
that
that.
up.
I think you were disappointed with your search that you weren't the longest customer.
Oh yeah,
that was
no. I'm good with that. That's fine.
Okay.
I knew I
Maybe
wasn't the
these-
longest customer. I just was curious who was the longest customer.
You're like,
You
how
were
do I
supposed to
take
be-
care
You were
of this
supposed to
guy?
be looking up what Verizon was before it was Verizon.
Ew, I did. I typed in Verizon mergers and acquisitions. Oh, 35. They've had 35 mergers and acquisitions.
Jesus Christ.
Well, they probably
So
bought a bunch of small like Boost Mobile. They probably just buy a bunch of small stuff.
I remember
from,
back
throughout
in
the
like,
country.
I remember when the UFC was taking off and they had Amped Mobile. I had those phones.
Yeah, mobile.
That was back in like 2006.
What was the prepaid companies?
There was Cricket was one of them. And
Is
me
Cricket
and my
still around?
No, I don't think so.
Didn't Cricket get bought by Verizon?
I think so.
Probably.
Because I remember when Cricket came out, like back in the day, they had all these signs that says "Cricket is coming, Cricket is coming," and me and my friend wanted to go get some cockroach costumes and go to these places and be like, "Yeah, Cricket here. Tell them cockroach here. See them." It was funny to us. I don't think it would have been funny to them. We never
Probably
did it
not.
because he was a burnout. Like so, you know, a lot of good ideas, just never any follow through.
MCI.
Oh yeah,
MCI.
That's what it
MCI's
was.
still around though.
Yeah, but they remember they had a cell phone.
Yeah, they don't have cell phones
Now,
anymore. I
now
think
they're
they're
just
only
like
home phone.
backbone, yeah.
Yeah, they're just fiber backbone now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was what it was. MCI. I was like, and they knew they merged with someone who was like
Yeah.
fairly. They just yeah.
They're installing MCI.
This was around
Stuff
the
for the
same
homes
time.
now.
And Bell Atlantic.
Yeah.
That was the two. Bell Atlantic and MCI were the two that I was thinking of. 99
Well,
was Bell Atlantic.
Bell Atlantic was only like the northeast part of the country, though.
It was like the full east side from like Mississippi up. 'Cause my dad had it, Bell Atlantic.
No.
And it was like east.
Yeah.
Kind of. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, so we solved that mystery. I think that's it. We wrapped everything up. Maybe people will be happy this time that we've actually wrapped up some things.
Leave a comment. Let us know if you're happy that we actually finished the topic.
We finished 3 topics.
3 topics.
We still got
That's a fucking
1,
record.
2,
We didn't even
3,
start
4 on
those
the
ones.
board. Yeah.
We didn't even start those.
Yeah, we got like 20 minutes left. So, get on it, Joe.
On what? Pick one.
Dreams.
Dreams?
Dreams.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck Dreams is
Yeah.
about.
What it?
All right. So,
Like erotic dreams?
no.
Oh, okay. Damn. All right.
So, have you ever. Oh, you guys all. Damn it, Kevin.
Erotica. I mean, I can go into some stories.
Yeah, probably. I'm afraid to know, Kevin. I am afraid to know.
I know. There's one day at band camp. No, you got a band camp story.
Never went to band camp.
Oh,
I was in band for a little bit, and
Were you really?
yeah, I was. I played clarinet for a while, and I fucking sucked at it.
what instruments have you played?
Clarinet, for one.
That's it. That's the only one you ever played.
Yeah, because
You
when
play
I
drums. I know that much.
I wanted to play the drums in band, but they said I had to have 2 years of piano first. So they
Makes
wouldn't-
sense.
They wouldn't let me without 2 years of piano. I had to do the xylophone or whatever for I think 2 years.
Okay.
And I didn't want to do that, so I took up clarinet.
Okay, clarinet.
Yeah, and
That's
I
it?
sucked at it. I was not Kenny G.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
What instruments have you played?
Drums.
That's it.
Yeah.
Wow.
You? Nothing?
I tried playing bass.
You
Piano.
play bass, yeah. I know you play bass. There's a bass in your house somewhere.
Piano, violin, viola, clarinet, saxophone.
You can actually play all those instruments?
Yeah, at one point in my life, yes, I could play all those instruments. Notice I said one point in my life.
I got a violin in that room right there, Robbie.
Yeah, I think that was violin, viola, clarinet, flute, cello. I could play cello for a while, and that's it. I was really good at piano. I was really good at violin, but I hated it. So here we are.
Joe,
What?
your dreams?
Oh, yeah, back to that. So, you guys obviously have dreams, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had a repeated dream?
No,
Yes.
I don't dream.
No?
Yeah.
You're one of those?
You dream, you probably just don't remember. Because I
I
know
was
I
gonna
dream.
say-
I'll wake up and be like, wow, that was a wicked dream. And then 10 seconds later, I was like, the fuck was it? Oh, well, whatever.
I remember
I-
I remember one dream a month,
Yeah,
maybe if I'm
that's-
lucky.
That's me too. Like, I'll remember.
I used to be able to remember my dreams really well. I can actually remember a good amount of them really well.
Okay, so recurring dreams.
So, I had one dream. The hell, what the fuck's today? So, Thursday night. But I had the dream once before, probably about 30 fucking years ago. And I remember it. So, in your dream, have you ever remembered in your dream that you were in the same spot before.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I remember as a kid, I used to have this recurring dream of being chased by like a fucking like rabid squirrel.
Why does everybody have their like something being chased as a kid? And that's a recurring dream.
I've never had a being chased dream.
Mine was snakes. I was always being chased by a snake.
Mine was I was in a ever expanding room that was gridded, and I was in the corner, and no matter which way I went, that corner was always there, but I could never go any direction. No matter if I went up, down, left, right, whatever, didn't matter.
Didn't matter.
That was the only dream I really remember that I had a ton when I was young. No clue where it came from. I remember that dream from when I was about 4. And I had it till, I don't know, maybe like 10 or 11. And then
Well, this specific dream, I remember it because it's in New Hampshire and it's at a quarry.
did you get buried alive?
No. So this quarry, the last time I had it was like 30 years ago. And I remember because it was me and my cousin showed up and we found this quarry in New Hampshire in the woods. And I remember it because it's weird because it had a bunch of weird types of different fish in it. But at the bottom, it had these weird creatures that we called silvermen. They were like weird looking people, had like just the torso here, but it was flat. And they just tried to eat you. And we were fishing in it, and you caught a bunch of cool fish. Like, not fish that you'd find in this fucking world at all. Just really weird looking fish. Weird looking goldfish, weird looking bass, just different types of fish that you wouldn't see it. But we decided to go in the water, and these weird things came up that looked like they were people like silver with just their torso up.
So they didn't have legs?
No. So if you take your torso and you take your ribs out and just let it flap, that's what it was like. So I had this dream. I had it again Thursday night, but this time it was me, my friend David, who died years ago. He was in it, and a guy I was in the military with. So we're at this place. I'm like, dude, I've been here before. Don't go in the water. I'm like, the last time I was here, the water was higher. So in my dreams, on top of that, global warming was a real thing. The water went down. And I'm like, dude, don't go in there. Of course they do. And a bunch of bad shit happens, and those silver guys come out, and all the fish were gone because he was fish. My buddy Bilar was fishing, and he wasn't catching anything. And the silvermen came back up, and of course we're trying to escape. And like I get stuck in like mud, and that's when I woke up. So I was thinking, dreams. You think, you know how they say there's parallel worlds.
Yeah.
You ever think your dreams could be one of those other realities?
Oh, you're talking about the window to another reality.
Yeah.
Another version of yourself that's happening at the exact same
and like
moment.
those dreams were like when that person dies, you're actually witnessing your other self in another universe die, and you wake up before they die.
It's interesting. I've personally never heard of that.
You've never heard of that?
No.
So you're saying someone, when one of us passes on, someone in another universe is going to see us passing on through their eyes in their dream?
Yeah. Do you think that's a possibility? It'd be a fucked up
Anything is
passing.
possible.
Could be.
How likely it is, that is a different story.
That's like,
Yeah.
was it the fucking movie, the one with Jet Li, where he goes around and just kills all himself?
Oh, kills himself to make himself stronger.
But
That's a pretty fun
instead
movie.
of like that, you're just, when you fall asleep, your self-conscious goes to one of those other parallel worlds, and you're just witnessing them awake.
I hope not, because I'm a loser in my dream most of the time.
Kevin's the same across all multiverse.
I did have a dream where my dad shot me, so that kind of sucks.
That's a horrible one.
What'd you do to deserve it?
Nothing. I woke up in the middle of. I didn't wake up. So I came into the dream in the middle of it, running, and he just was like shooting me. But I wasn't dying. I was just getting shot.
Oh, so there was something that happened beforehand.
Yeah, see, you could have just fell asleep, went right into that guy's conscious in the other multiverse where that Robbie was a little shithead.
There's no version of me that's a shithead.
Oh, I'm pretty sure there
Oh,
probably
I'm pretty
is.
sure there is. There's a universe out there where Robbie is a complete and total asshole.
Well, it's not this one.
Well, it's not.
This is
it's
the
not
important one.
Not this one. No, this is probably a universe
just
where
forever
Robbie's like
tardy.
he's like a gang leader and a thug.
In this one, you're just forever tardy.
Yes.
I mean, in all realities, that's probably one of the better ones to have.
There's one where you're on time, and I would like that one.
There's also one where I'm probably a billionaire. I'd like that one.
No, because you'd be an asshole.
I'm a good guy and I'm a billionaire. How about
No,
that?
you're not. No. No, you're not. You're an asshole.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd ever have enough money to. We'll leave that for another. I had a whole thing with that, and I was like, I gotta do disclaimers. I don't want to do disclaimers.
No.
Hmm.
No disclaimers.
No, I don't feel like going down that path right now. We're too close to the end for that.
Okay.
What about you? Since that's the only dream you remember is that one as a kid.
You said the most important dream.
I didn't say the most important dream.
True. I mean that my dad shooting me, and it's really it. I actually had a dream last night, which is weird because I never have dreams. It was
Probably do. You just don't remember them
Yeah,
anymore.
you just don't remember them. Like you're.
I should say I never remember the dreams I have,
Yeah.
but I actually remember this one. It was someone quitting their job and saying, "I'm gonna take the best with me," and then it was like, "You're coming with me," and then I went with them to start this new company.
Was it Jerry Maguire?
And that was it. That was like the dream. And I was like, why the fuck am I dreaming about this person? When I woke up, like literally has nothing to do with anything. They're not. It's just really weird because they're not like a big part of my life or anything. Just random as fuck. And I was like,
Did you know the person at least?
Oh yeah. No. I know the person. Yeah.
You ever have a dream where you don't know the person at all, but you only know them in that dream, and you know them really well in that dream for some reason, but you have no clue who the fuck they are?
Yes.
It's usually because you've had an interaction with somebody that you don't. You ever have a dream where people are faceless?
No.
No.
So when you have a dream, I've read this because my wife has books on like dreams and stuff. When you have a dream that people are faceless, it's because you've never met that person. But when there's faces in your dreams, it's because you've seen that particular face. Not having met them, you've just seen that face before.
So that explains why dreams are filled with a bunch of just people
Just a bunch of
because
random
you literally
people.
see
I was gonna
hundreds
say
of
you
people
walk
a
through a
day.
mall or you walk down the strip, you're looking at 1,000
Just
faces, so you
1,000
can just take
faces,
any of
yeah.
those. Your brain could take any one of those faces and just
Right.
toss it in the dream.
And you're like, who's this dude? You don't know at the time, but it's somebody you've seen before. But when it's somebody who's faceless, it's because you've never seen them before, and your brain can't put that together.
I've never had a faceless dream. I know that much.
I've had that a bunch of times.
No, I've never had a faceless one.
You've never had faceless dreams? Oh yeah.
What was the
just
faceless
faceless
person
people.
doing to you, Kevin?
I don't know what they were doing. I can't remember. I just remember they don't have like
Couldn't be pleasuring
any
them.
defining
No
features.
faces.
Like they like have no defining features. Like
Yeah, I never had
like
that.
nothing. You've never had that?
No.
That means
Sorry.
you need to get out and see more faces, Kevin. That's probably
Yeah,
what
I
the
just
problem
need to
is.
interact with more people.
I
Fill
see
your
plenty
dreams
of
up.
people, and
Yeah.
most of them are ugly.
Yeah, I have many questions about that.
You've been out there lately. There's a lot of ugly people out there. You ever been like, ugh, God, how's that dude get laid? Ugh, if I look like that, ugh.
You know what? Yeah, there's some ugly people out there.
Yeah, there's some ugly people out there.
I always want to. I always see these people. I want to be like, dude, what do your fucking parents look like?
Yeah, exactly. They're probably good. It's either one of two things. You see somebody really ugly and they got really hot parents, or you see somebody really hot and
And
you're
their
like, you
parents
got
look-
good looking parents and they're fucking chuds.
Yeah,
They're just like,
Like,
like hideous
where the
people.
fuck did you come from?
Like, how did that happen? Did you ever look back and like, or did you ever see like photos of like, you haven't had your 25th high school reunion, have you?
We would be on our.
Because mine just passed this year.
No, yeah, it would be
you
next
go?
2 years.
No, but you see pictures and you're like, who are these old fucking people? You're like, oh. You look in the
I
mirror
went
and
to
you're like,
school
oh
with
shit, that's one of me. Oh, yeah, that's me.
No, I don't know if we'll have one.
The funniest thing that happened when I was at the funeral, it was my cousin and a buddy of mine who's known my family for 30 years. Like his mom and my mom worked together. His younger brother dated one of my cousins, so he knows everybody.
He's entrenched in the family.
He's entrenched in the family. And he shows up to the visitation and he sits with me and we're talking. And he's like, hey, I see some people. I'm going to go say hi. I was like, okay, all right, cool. He comes back like 10 minutes later and I'm like, oh, you know, how is she? He was talking to my cousin who dated his brother. I was like, so how was it? You know, he's like, I don't know who I was talking to exactly, but they had your face. And then I look around at all my family. I'm like, motherfucker, we all do look alike. How did I never put this together?
That's what family is all about.
Yeah, no, we look shockingly alike. Like,
Even male and female.
yeah, my wife didn't go with me, but I was there with her sister. And she's like, oh my God, you and your dad walk exactly the same, except you walk faster. And I was like, fuck, do we really walk the same?
Oh my god.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah. But that line killed me. He's like, I was talking to somebody you were related to because they had your face. I was like, fuck. I'm looking around. I look at my cousin, then my other cousin, then my uncle and my dad. My uncle and my dad were standing right next to each other. They're brothers. And if you were to turn your back and not look at them, but just listen to them, exactly the same. You would never know who was who. I was like, fuck. God damn, we all do look alike. God damn it.
It's good family genes there.
Just like a bunch of duplicates, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Bunch of except my uncle is like 5'8". My dad's like 5'9". I'm 6'3".
Are you 6'3"?
Yeah. I was towering over everybody at that funeral. Like one of
Where'd
my
you get your
uncles.
height from then?
Yeah, my mom's side of the family.
Oh,
How tall are you?
me? 5'10".
Oh, we're same height.
No, I think I'm taller than you, Robbie.
I'm 5'10" though.
We'll check after. I got no shoes on. I probably still stand taller than you.
The fuck you do? Well, you might. I'm starting to shrink.
You start to hunch.
Punch a little bit. Got to straighten my bag out. We're getting that close to that time.
That's right.
So dreams, Joe. What did we answer all your dream questions?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like I said, I have a bunch of them. I know I do. Because I'll wake up immediately. And I'll be like, wow, that was wicked. Shit, what was it? Fuck. It disappears within seconds of me waking up.
Most
I'll
of the
remember
time,
it as
yes.
soon as I wake up, and then like 10 seconds later, it's gone.
I wish I could like write it down because
Yeah.
half the fucking dreams should probably be some wicked ass movies.
Yeah.
You're telling me some of your dreams you couldn't write a crazy movie from?
I don't remember most of my dreams.
I don't remember most of mine either, but I know they happen. They probably happen for you. You just don't convert them over into a long-term memory.
Well, remember, I go to sleep. I literally put my head down, go sleep, then wake up, and that's it. There's no real thinking because you guys probably like have distractions before you go to bed. Like maybe.
I toss and turn like a motherfucker.
Yes.
My brain doesn't shut off. Is the problem.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. I lay back, I go to sleep, and like when I have my watch on, it's like you had, 6 hours of uninterrupted deep sleep, which is completely unusual. Most people have like an hour and a half or something.
So your brain actually has like a power off button.
Yeah. So my brain like powers off. Like my wife, she's like phone, this, that, like up, thinking, like always thinking. I'm just like done.
My brain does that, I used to be able to shut it off like that, and I could just head hit the pillow, done. Now it's a lot harder.
No, it's even easier now.
Alcohol helps.
Alcohol helps.
When I don't have alcohol, it's a lot. Get the back up, Antonio.
That's what the rum's for.
Yeah. When I don't have a few drinks, it takes a long time to shut my brain off. Like I cannot watch TV. I could not watch anything on my phone. It takes a long time to fucking shut my brain off.
Yeah, my brain's the same way. I usually, if I read a little beforehand, it's usually a little bit easier.
Yeah. Like read like an actual book.
Yeah.
Not anything on your phone. That blue light's a motherfucker.
Oh yeah, I turn my phone off at like 8:30. It's just off.
8:30. I'm usually asleep by then.
I usually try to go to bed at like 9 because if I sleep more than like 7 hours, I'm like cranky the next day.
Bro, I wish I got 7 hours of sleep every day. Well, no, I won't sleep. Let's go from like 10 to 6.
You've texted us at 11:38 on a Tuesday night. Don't tell me it's 10.
It's typically like 10.
I'm usually out by 9:30, and I'm up at.
Like those few times I text you. Oh, you said a
3:34.
Thursday night?
No, a Tuesday night.
Oh, yeah.
No, a Thursday night I understand because you don't work Friday.
Yeah.
But like,
Typically, I'm in
I've seen
bed.
messages between the two of you, and it's been like 10:30, and I'm like, the fuck are these losers doing? Why aren't they in bed?
Well, I'm in bed. Probably.
Am I the loser?
Well, yes.
Is it a loser to go to bed at 6:30?
No.
6:30, yes.
I know when I was waking up at that same time, I was going to bed at like 9.
I'm one of those
Yeah,
guys.
I'm up at like 3:34 because I like to make breakfast for the day. Because if I don't, then I'm definitely fucking cranky.
Well, I'm one of those guys. Like I listen to my body. My body says I'm tired. I go to bed. So if that's 6:30, it's 6:30. If that's 8, it's 8.
Oh, if
Like-
that's the case, I'm
Yeah.
sleeping at noon every day.
Well,
in
yeah.
my truck.
Well, no. Like when I'm at home, like
Oh.
obviously, like when I'm at home, like if I'm just sitting there and it's like, fuck, I'm beat, I'm tired, I'm exhausted.
Oh,
Might as well go to bed.
Those
Fuck it.
days like that,
Yeah.
yes. These days I've been passed out at like 7.
And then like it when I worked nights, the best thing was I let my body wake up naturally. No alarm clock, no nothing. My body told me when it was time to get up.
Do you want to know what's crazy? So, these days I end up working almost 24 hours. Because I'll get up, go to work at 6. I'll get home around 3:30, but I have to be back at work at like 9. And I work till 6 a.m. No sleep. I get home about 6:37. I'll go to sleep, and I wake up at 9, fully energized, after 2 hours.
Sounds like me after drinking.
I don't know.
I'm on my
You drank
feet the
last
whole
week and
night.
you were fucking dead on your feet.
I was, but I was compared to how much I drank, I was good.
There was a lot of rambling last.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't even know what the last episode's about. Like I said, I got 20 minutes in.
I don't know
editing
what it's
it.
about either because you haven't fucking posted it yet.
I know
Yeah.
there was a lot of laughing because I don't know what the fuck we were talking about, but
Were we laughing in the last? I feel like we're laughing in this one. The last one, I don't remember laughing at all. I'm like,
we were goofy as fuck the last one because I think me and you were just
You
not
guys were fucking
coherent
out.
of what
You
we
guys
were
were
doing.
like, you guys were zombies. I think you were just hit cruise control and you just guys went.
Yeah.
maybe that's why I wasn't so. But I don't know, whatever.
Like I felt like that before coming here. I slept in my chair for a solid hour.
You know, we could have pushed it back.
I didn't want to.
Okay. All right.
You want to be able to go home and go to bed, eat dinner, and go to bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat. I got leftovers at home, crying. Then I'm gonna put the hurt on.
Hot dogs.
No, not hot dogs. Then I'm gonna fold laundry.
Yeah,
Then I'm gonna-
There's no leftover hot dogs with Kevin.
no, they don't survive. They don't make it through the night. They don't.
All right. Well, it was a good show.
Is
You
it
know,
We're done?
who was it who sent the meme about guys starting podcast?
Me.
Is that you?
Instead of why do guys start podcasts instead of going to therapy?
Is that a thing
Yeah.
now?
I guess so.
There's yeah.
Yeah.
I know podcasts have taken since COVID, podcasts have like 1,000% more, but
I told you this is therapy.
No, he said it was therapy.
No,
We just
he
agreed.
said it was not therapy.
No, you said it was
I
therapy.
definitely said it was therapy.
He definitely said it
Oh.
was therapy. Yeah.
And I said we should name this the Relative Friends Men's Group.
No women allowed. Cigars.
Women allowed.
You know, well, I don't know. You know, men's group, they talk about their feelings and shit. We don't talk about our feelings, though.
That's the next guest. We have a woman to counteract our men shit. We need that contrasting point of view. Because Leland just fucking, I mean, he was.
Who would it be though?
I don't know.
Yeah, who do we know who would? Can't be any of our significant others.
No,
so that's a
definitely not.
solid no.
Because me and her would just argue the whole time.
Yeah, it has to be someone. I mean, I don't know. We'll figure something out. I could probably find
I
somebody.
don't have any female friends.
I get a couple. I'm pretty sure I can find one.
You know, this episode, I haven't heard any dog.
Your
get
dog's
screaming.
Guys at the door, you can hear them.
What about your kids? I haven't heard them either. They dead?
Probably.
Okay.
Gave them melatonin.
All right. Send us out, Joe.
Follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, X. I guess you still want to call it X.
I like how we still don't have this down. It's just
Yeah.
been like 12, so we're like, something.
yeah,
It's something. We're out there.
It's X.
Do your
Just
own
follow
research.
Relatively Friends, pretty much across the board. Besides X, it's called Rel Friends instead because couldn't put the whole thing in.
Maybe I'll just start putting it up here, and you can just
Instagram.
say follow us on social media. And I'll be like, boom, social media picture.
Don't you? You put it on something. You put it on something. Oh, it's on the bottom of everything. If they watch the video, isn't it
watch
the
the
link at
video.
the bottom?
Fuck if I know, dude. I don't watch the videos.
I do.
Yeah, the links are all at the bottom.
No
I swear to
shit.
God, yeah, aren't they?
Yeah.
Do you just copy and paste and not realize that you put it in there?
I mean, in the description, yeah. I put all this stuff in the description, but
Yeah.
I thought you meant like on of the actual video.
No,
No,
in the
no,
description.
no, in the description.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
all that stuff's at the bottom. The links,
Yeah.
the clicks, or whatever.
Good.
Like, subscribe, and follow.
Comment.
Okay, hit that like
Comment.
button. Hit the
Comment.
like button.
God damn it, comment. Please.
Yes.
I don't care.
I don't care if you
Hit the
tell
like,
us we
hit the
suck
like
or
button.
not. Just
Hit the share button. Just hit some buttons.
I just want to have 1,000 episodes. That's what I think I want.
So you're sending it in.
I want to get to 100 episodes. I changed it.
that's like 2.5 years.
Okay, we get to 100 episodes. I think that will be a nice little library that one day may turn, I don't know, something.
Yeah, 100 episodes is like, especially if you want to do seasons.
I mean,
Yeah, if you're taking breaks, it'll
Yeah,
take longer.
It'll take a lot.
well, we're
longer.
taking a winter break, and then we're gonna do a
What, just the month of December? That's gonna be a busy month for everybody. Regardless.
end of November, December, and then probably the first week in January. There won't be anything.
That makes sense because that's a busy.
I know
time
I'm
for
not gonna be
everybody.
around, so I mean,
I'll be around. I don't do nothing.
I'll be around.
well, maybe we'll do a couple episodes in between. I don't know. All right,
Holiday episodes.
holiday episodes. Thanks for listening.
Hold on. So next weekend,
You were this close. You were that
Next
fucking
week-
close.
Halloween episode. Costumes.
I still
No.
gotta buy mine.
Robbie's thinking about it.
I didn't make a costume though. I'd have to get out one of the old ones, which I don't want.
Just show up in whiteface.
And a black hoodie. What was that? What was that movie?
What was it, White Chicks?
No.
Yeah, there you go. Just show up as White Chicks.
Dead Presidents.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He painted his face white and wore a black hoodie.
I
There you
only
go.
watched the robbery scene in that movie.
Really?
Yeah, it was the tits.
Anyway, end of episode.
Always in on a strong joke.
Right?